Tonight, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Micah Parsons coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
So here come the Cowboys onto the field with excellent position to get things started. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And it would be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. The sack there by Rasheem Green.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have its hands full all night long.
You often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now back to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. He'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key third down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. They just pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down.
The Cowboys at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. Charles, they were losers last time. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Right back to Tolbert.
Touchdown!
Jalen Tolbert.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
The extra point up and good by Garibay.
And that makes the score 7-0. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was finished off by a Jalen Tolbert touchdown grab.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And able to get this out to the 25.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Now Lawrence to throw.
That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
is their quarterback with his offense to take over once more. He connected on all 5 of his throws on that opening drive and finished it with a touchdown pass as they begin here 1st and 10. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Outright, he finds Tolbert. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
2nd and 11 now. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Ferguson. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. And this looks like a roughing call. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. On the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that tree.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The extra point up and good by Garibay. And that'll make the score 14-0. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lawrence on third down. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Lawrence going to throw again. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was the visiting Bears who come in and get the victory on the road. Dak Prescott leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Joe Burrow, excellent in the victory, as his guys run their mark to 4-2 on the year. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They're on top here as they've got the football 1st and 10, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Pittsburgh Steelers. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Tolbert hauls in the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. It's caught. Tolbert. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Second and 5. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. Throw, but incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 41 yards. Rushing for him now, just his first 3 carries.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They run once more with Dillon. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now an option play on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for 1 more 1st down to help salt this one away. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Here's Brian Anger now as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Lawrence will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. They find some open field here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And they will take a knee here. Certainly not the highest of scoring games, Charles. Their offense did some okay things. Not a lot of points on the board, but enough for the win with how their defense was playing in this one.
Yeah, they certainly brought their A game, didn't they? They weren't fooled by anything that was presented to them from start to finish. That defense, they might as well have told their offense, guys, just kick a field goal. We've got it today.
So for the Cowboys,